Welcome, everybody, to the Broken Crown, brought to you by the T20 Tavern. Say hello, adventurers.
Hello, adventurers.
When last we left our intrepid heroes, after thorough investigation of the abandoned but no less mysterious Stonewatch outpost, our heroes convened in the barracks for food and conversation. Each learned a little more about the others, and some ventured a little too close to learning a bit too much. But they settled in, and darkness overtook the camp as our heroes got a well-deserved rest. So as the evening comes to a close, darkness falls. The last of the investigation of the outpost has happened, and the last bit of details was for just a glimmer. Nytheris thought he saw, but it was unsure of seeing a small little eyeball pop out of what looks like the coat. But everyone else gets to relax and rest. A well-deserved long rest is had. And Seraphina and Kaelin are meditating. The rest of you are getting your 40 winks, so to speak. And before you know it, the first cracks of light from the sun, from dawn, creak through the window and light up the other once dark room. The fire that you kind of had made in the middle of this barracks is mostly embers. Everything is quiet, and dawn is just about breaking.
Sarah sort of gets up with the sun, and are we? So we're still in the mess hall, right? We just set up camp in there. Okay.
Right. So the location that you guys, are in is like the mess hall barracks section. It was a large building that had some like rooms for some private quarters, and then they all kind of led out to a large mess area of which is now a little bit of a mess, given that there was an ankylosaurus rummaging through this area a little bit. But for the most part, the room is got the tables and has your camping gear kind of about in relative order for the most part.
Is it still raining out?
So the storm is picking up. There is definitely a rain. It's a kind of a mid-range rain. So you can as you're waking up, you hear the pattering of the raindrops hitting the roof of this structure.
Okay.
I'm gonna wake up and go check on the horses.
Okay. All right.
And give a scan to the room if everybody's still safe, and then go walk out into the rain and check on the horses.
Yeah, you see Thuriz in the corner where last you left him, kind of slumped over. Nytheris is passed out. Celeste is sleeping soundly. Seraphina has seemed to stir and is kind of, looking about the place. Her little cactus Kaz is kind of like cleaning himself off, maybe plucking a couple of his spines, pruning himself in some strange cactine way. And you get up, and you also, again, you can see that there is light coming out, but it is muted. And you do hear the patter of the rain hitting the roof as you head outside.
I think Sarah's also just going to find a relatively shaded area from the rain just to do her regular morning breathing Tai Chi exercises.
Sure.
Yeah.
you could absolutely find any of the areas, one of the buildings that are like open air, that you could walk into and do your exercises.
Actually, I'm going to go to the graveyard area and just kind of where it's peace and quiet and just do
Okay.
it. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. All right, what's everybody else doing?
Thur's sleeping in for a bit.
Okay. Thurs?
Thurs snorts awake and puts the coat back on because he left it kind of on the ground so it could, do its thing. And then he's gonna go about his morning routine of cleaning himself because things get smelly traveling across the country. So he's gonna find himself a place to actually wipe himself down and then go outside.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Nytheris, you said you were going to be taking the extra snooze.
You got it.
Hitting the snooze button. Okay, that sounds good.
Celeste, as usual, wakes up, around daybreak, and she'll keep it kind of quiet today after, doing all the exploring of the place. She's in somewhere she's not terribly familiar with. So she'll, kind of go through, check all her gear, just, make sure everything is, in working order. She kind of just quietly busies herself, does some journaling, sets her intention for the day. Yeah, that's what she does. Since it's raining, she's not going to go for a run or anything like that.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So, Kaelin, as you go out to the horses, you notice that they are very much still kind of there. They're hanging out. Most of them are kind of groggy and sleeping. So,
go out and brush them down. Brush them down, feed them a little bit.
Okay.
Thank them for their service, and then after that, kind of just walk back to the building. Now I know that they're okay, I'll walk back to the building and prepare to start making something to eat for the morning.
Okay. As you're walking out, Seraphina will have, or as you're walking in, rather, Seraphina will be kind of walking out and heading out towards the outer ring.
I turn her, good morning.
Good morning.
Where are you headed off to in the rain?
I'm just gonna take some deep breaths. I don't know why, but I am very intrigued by those graves without grave markers, and I'm just gonna meditate on them. Not directly on them, but in that area, not on the graves because that would be weird. So in that general, it's quiet and I'm gonna go.
Go by all means. Be safe and blessings be upon you.
Thank you. You as well.
He bows and keeps going.
Okay. All right. So you head back into the barracks. You notice there's some stirrings. Celeste has kind of is starting to get herself up and moving. Thurs is getting himself cleaned up. Nytheris is still very much passed out. And you go to start your preparations for breakfast, which is great. Seraphina, when you head out to the graves, nothing seems to be particularly amiss. Nothing's changed other than the fact that now things are a bit wet.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's been raining for a bit.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just, I think there was just some a comfort in the calm and the stillness of that, and I think Sarah would seek that out in the chaos of not really knowing what's about to happen next.
Okay.
So just to meditate, clear her mind, and make sure she's in control.
Love it. All right. Okay. Celeste and Thuris, you guys are getting yourselves prepared in the normal way that you would, cleaning yourself off. Thuris, actually, do me a favor, make me a quick perception check.
Perception check. Okay.
Oh no, you're in danger.
I'm always in danger. That's a hot 11.
Okay. You notice that a couple of the shrapnel that was created because of the bit of mischief last night is decidedly missing from the area that near where you were sleeping.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay. But otherwise, you guys continue to get yourselves cleaned up, ready to go, kind of prepared however you feel is appropriate. Kaelin, you've gone into the kitchen area and is starting to make a breakfast. Did you have a menu in thought here at the moment, or not yet?
Some meats. If there's any eggs, I'm going to make a special set of eggs for Celeste.
Okay.
And kind of, I'm going to set aside. I'm going to find some of the cookware. If they have like pots, if they have like dishes, I'm going to rub food on them, but not heat food on them.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna rub food on them and then set them aside, like away from while I cook food for everyone else.
That's funny.
Got it. Okay. I get it. I love it. Love everything about this. All right. So there's some rummaging around in the kitchen area. Are you being particularly like quiet, or are you being particularly loud, or you just kind of just?
Since Thuris and Celeste are awake, I am going to be not holistically quiet, but I'm also not trying to make a lot of noise.
Okay.
Like if I could, if you want to roll like agility or anything, I'm not really doing anything crazy. I'm just,
you're just acting as you normally would.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nytheris, please make me a perception check.
Bacon.
19.
Where's the meats? Here are the
19?
meats.
Yeah.
Okay. So the noise doesn't get you, but the smell of cooked meat and the good tasting smells that are coming out of the kitchen area do kind of break the reverie of your sleep. It's not a wholly unpleasant. You're not startled awake, but after that, as that nose sense kind of activates, then you kind of start to wake up and you hear the goings on in the area of the kitchen and things of that nature, and people moving around.
I'll get up. Big stretch. All right. That smells delicious. I'll wander in the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh, Kaelin, you're cooking?
Yes. Good morning, Avaris.
I'll go look over his shoulder as he's cooking. Oh, that looks good.
I'll be done shortly. I'm still, Caesar frying stuff up.
Hey, you need help?
No, we're pretty much almost done here. I think if you want to help, you can probably set some places out there. There's some dishes in the cabinet.
Surely. But these are dirty. I should wash them first.
Yeah, don't touch those. Leave those alone. Do not leave those alone.
Bring them out dirty?
No, those over there. Those are. Take the ones from the cabinet.
All right. Wants to eat with dirty plates, huh? And I'm just gonna go in the cabinet and start pulling them down. Are they like dirty and dusty also?
They are not particularly dirty, but there's a little bit of dust on them, because they haven't been used in so long.
I'll just go. All right, good enough, and I'll bring them out to the table.
Dirt's a condiment. It's fine.
Fair.
I think
Y'all are adventurers. Things happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I think-
things happen.
I think seeing Netheris bring plates out, Celeste will offer if Netheris needs any help with setting the table.
Oh no, I'm good. I got it.
Okay, great.
Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
And I'll start setting the table. I'll put some forks on the left and some forks on the right, and like a knife here, knife there. Not really uniform, just kind of putting them in spots.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
They're
Just
available.
haphazardly putting these these place settings down. I love that. Okay, sounds great. So Seraphina, as you're out there, the rain has kind of hitting you a little. You're wet now, but whether you care or not is up to you. But you have finished your meditations, and now that you've finished that action, what was your next plan?
I'm just gonna head back to the kitchen. Just
Okay, sure.
yeah, I'm gonna head back to the kitchen, do a prestidigitation on
Okay.
and then just be carried by
So as
this.
you walk back into the as you walk back through, you'll see the horses are over in the makeshift stables that they are in, nomming on some feed bags. You head back in, you prestidigitate yourself dry,
Can
and you
I
immediately smell the food.
before I get into the mess hall? Sarah is very anxious about what's going to happen next. Can I go check the wing singer?
Sure.
I just want to see if anything changed, if anything.
Okay.
Yeah. If there's any more messages from the prince or anything
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
before breakfast.
Yeah, no worries. So as you kind of you're heading there, you can kind of start to smell the food, and just before you reach the mess hall, you make a decision and you veer to the right, head over to the marshal's cabin, that main spot there, towards the tower. You go inside, you know exactly where the key is, you collect your key, open the lock, head up the stairs, second door, open the lock, and you are once again presented with the ineffable creature that is the Wind Singer. As you look around, it does indeed look different than the last time you were in here. It looks a lot more organized. It's as though someone painstakingly cleaned up around the area and has organized all of the various messages that were about into nice stacks.
Ooh, do something that nice.
Celeste has been here. This has Celeste written all over it.
Why can't it be my therapist, huh?
No.
Definitely not Nytheris. This is 1000% Celeste, yes. But there's no other, the Windsinger doesn't have any other messages.
It does not seem as though at this point in time the Windsinger has acted in the capacity that you guys have seen before, which is a new message.
Okay. Just checking.
You also know, based off of the journal that you had
Yeah.
that had another message come in, you would also probably have seen it there.
That's right. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. Then I'll lock everything up and then
Okay.
head back down.
All right, sounds great. All right, you head back in, and again, food smells delicious, and you're able to continue to head on in.
I'm also gonna say to Celeste, hey Celeste, good job with the Windsinger room. Looks really great.
Thanks. It was a small thing to put to order, but it felt like the right thing to do.
Yeah, it looks nice.
There's a lot of this, like, Netheris is at the table, Kaelin is cooking breakfast, Celeste has, like, nothing that needs done.
Poor
So there's this, like, she's very familiar with the hurry up and wait. That doesn't mean she likes it. So she's just like sort of standing at attention. All of her gear is packed. She's like crisp, clean, hair is braided. She's like ready for whatever happens next. But she's just like the weather.
Thurs looks over at her and do you want to spar while we wait? We don't have to do it in the rain, but it would be fun. And he kind of like, for the first time in a bit, actually kind of smiles at her.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, that in the rain is fine too.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be nice.
Get frustrations out.
I mean, it's always good to stay sharp.
Agreed. They're going to go fight.
Perfect. Yeah.
All
They
right.
said kids.
Once I'm done setting the table, I'm gonna sit in a chair, put my feet up, and just wait.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. So as Kaelin, Nytheris, and Seraphina, I guess, sat down to start eating, or just about, as I guess Kaelin is still kind of finishing things
Yeah,
up.
finishing up.
Celeste and Thurs are going to go outside into the rain
Sure.
and are going to have a little bit of a sparring match. Sounds like a plan. All right.
Sure.
So what I'm going to do is let's do we'll call this like 3 rounds. I think
Sure.
it should be a reasonable amount of time. We'll have each of you roll initiative, and then we will take quick action, since I'm sure we're not trying to actively kill each other.
Sure.
No.
No.
Like, Durs isn't even going to use his weapon. He's going to fist fight her.
Oh yeah, no. Celeste is like,
Perfect.
I think
I
on
love
on
this.
the way out, there's like a conversation of like, what are we doing? Are we using weapons? What's the? Oh, we're just gonna punch the shit out of each other. Sounds great. Like,
Yeah, that's-
sort
Yeah.
of very quickly establish what's happening. Yeah.
If you'd
fisticuffs,
like to
a little bit of
just
wrestling.
narrative this, that's also completely okay.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
love this
so-
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just narrate it, because like I think really they're gonna get some frustration out, but they're also honestly just they're two like fighter types, so they're
Yeah.
gonna effectively like train, right?
Yep.
They're gonna basically use each other as punching bags, and
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
okay.
imagine it's a trading of like, practicing various blocks and strikes.
Mhm.
And I think the thing that the Ruse notices about Celeste is a lot of her movements are like very trained and precise.
Mhm.
Like if he throws out something at her that she doesn't expect, she probably could like catch it just in time. But there's like, I'm not like, she's very clearly like from like a trained military background, and it seems that her experience is very practical. But she doesn't like try to hit hard on she definitely pulls her punches on a person. It's
Yep.
definitely the vibe you get from her.
weirdly enough, for all of the crazy, damn near barbaric ways that she's seen him fight, he's also very, very disciplined and militaristic.
Okay. Cool.
He does throw things out that she doesn't expect.
Yeah,
and when
for
he
sure.
realizes that she doesn't expect it, he does it more so she can start learning to expect it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he probably catches a white hook a couple of times, which makes him very happy.
All right. Awesome. I love this. So you guys are sparring for a little bit of time. You work up a little bit of that adrenaline. And you definitely notice that you're now learning a little bit more about one another as combatants and as people, because that's what happens, right? That's how fighters do. And at the end, you kind of have that feeling of kind of an understanding between the two of you. You guys each please roll me an insight check.
Sure.
27.
That's a 13.
Okay. So you each kind of get something about the other, about how they're feeling at the moment through combat.
Well, we're into
So
that.
even better. So Celeste, how are you feeling? We'll start there first. After this combat, after kind of getting this out with the frustrations, with everything that has happened, and possibly with the possibility of the future happening, what's Celeste feeling right now?
I think this is the most normal Celeste has felt since she left the mountain. Like this is not where she's not even supposed to be here. Like it's sort of the vibe. But she's gonna deal with what she has in front of her, as she always has, as is her duty, and she'll get it done. But I think the big thing coming off of her right now for is just that there's like this moment of relief that like she can do this. Like she feels like confident. I think the other thing that you might notice from her is she'll give like small, like she'll give praise whenever Therese does something really well. Like she's like, that was an excellent strike or whatever. Like she seems to be holding back corrections because she doesn't know very well. But compliments are earnest and meaningful, I think, throughout this process.
And Therese, how are you feeling with everything that has happened and is going to happen?
So the fight definitely provides a good amount of relief because it's like she said, a sense of normalcy for a moment. Mm-hmm. But underlying everything in his actions and his words is a profound sense of shame.
Sure.
Profound shame. And it's pretty clear that he's going through some shit, you know. Yeah. But everything that's happened so far seems to be feel like it's been dogpiled onto him.
Sure.
And so his shoulders feel like they have an intense amount of weight on them.
Sure. I think as they're walking back into the barracks to meet up with the rest of their companions, if he'll let her, Celeste will put an arm around him and say, I'm glad you are on my side and not against it.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, it would. God.
And then he whispered that she actually hears him say for once he's wearing the coat. So when she puts her arm around him, he says, "Don't stick."
Oh. I won't.
Not you.
Oh. Okay. Just sort of like, sure.
As you guys are walking out, the rain is still kind of going. Y'all are now kind of wet.
Yeah.
But
Celeste shakes like a dog.
I just did that too.
The two huskies, the Siberian huskies.
100%.
Come in from the rain.
So as they're walking in, the rest of you are kind of getting yourselves together. I am going to ask, though, for Celeste and Therese to please make me a perception check.
Sure.
21.
12.
Okay. So as you guys are walking in, again, the rain is coming in. You kind of look out across the horizon. You can see this kind of large storm cloud moving through the area. It's nothing out of the ordinary, but it's just, a large storm. As you look out, though, Thorez specifically, you kind of through the outer ring down outside the area, you do see kind of across just over the horizon what looks like a rider.
Okay. He nudges Celeste and points out there's a rider coming. So we should get food in us quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should get ready. Okay. And I think sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So as they walk in, I go, "Oh, you guys look chummy. You guys had a good little fight, little spar."
I would very much advise not catching Celeste's right cross.
Ooh.
Yeah, she is a tough cookie, right?
I don't think I resemble the baked good, but thank you.
Probably start bringing food out at this point. I'll notice the two of them like soaking wet, and I'll just prestidigitate them clean.
Oh, sure.
I'll just like dry them, like just be like nonchalantly wave it and just be like.
So y'all are just like icky wet. You can the water is just kind of sopping around you, and then you kind of feel like this what feels almost like a gust of wind as it kind of just swirls around you, and everything's clean.
Oh,
it feels like
dryer.
Perfect.
Sorry.
This feels like the magic equivalent of when your mom is like,
I was just about to say that.
That's what
It's such a
like,
dad thing too.
It's the equivalent of like, oh God, they were playing in the yard.
Yeah.
And fix them up.
Yeah.
Be presentable. We have company coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Thuris looks at the group and says, "There's a rider coming. He's a couple of hours out, so we should eat quickly."
Excellent. I'll put down the food in the middle. I'll take the eggs, specifically put it wherever Celeste sits. I'll put them closer to Celeste.
Sure.
And then I'll go back into the kitchen after everyone sits down. I'll bring the stack of 30, or not 30, but the stack of seasoned plates, and I'll put them next to Thuris. And I was like, for your friend, and then I'll go sit down and start eating.
He'll take off the coat and put it over the stack.
Perfect. Crunching.
So I think
it's laying over. So the coat is laying over, and you can definitely see the like outline of these plates. How many plates?
I'd probably say about 5.
Love it. Okay. So it's just laying there. Okay, continue.
And then proceed to eat this. So as the morning has arisen and this rider will get here, should we, I guess, listen and see what happens? Was there any there were no insignias visible, right? No flags.
No, not that we can see.
The rider was so far away that I couldn't see.
I guess we'll just wait. I mean, there's only one way in here, so if they're going to present anything bad, well,
I only saw one.
Yeah, was we expecting the prince to have a retinue
this morning?
He
Yeah.
just in a day.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
As I'm eating, as I bite into my food, I'm going, yeah, if they're coming in, they're bad. We just take care of it.
Hi there, please, with your mouth closed.
What?
Please don't eat with your mouth open. Please don't talk with your mouth open.
Wait, you have to open your mouth.
No, you know what I mean.
Oh.
I was gonna also say something and I forgot. I'm sorry. Continue. Oh, I remember it. I was gonna say if Sarah can. I think Sarah's gonna watch the plates disappear under the coat.
Okay. Sure.
There is. May we address the jacket in the room?
Did we not already?
As the mountain just a little bit lower.
I mean, I understand almost nothing, but like I understand it in concept or as it presents itself. But I feel as if we should, before the prince gets here, I feel as if we should know. I would really like to know what's up with the jacket.
Went from we to I. I mean, I would know.
I would really.
Well, he did say it's his friend.
It's friend 100%. I just don't want there to be any surprises when the prince comes.
I can guarantee there will not be a surprise from the coat when the prince comes.
As long as the prince doesn't touch the coat, he should be fine.
It's a fine coat.
It's a great coat. Yes. Okay.
This food's really good, Kaelin.
I'm glad you enjoy it. It's
Serafina, as you kind of like pull yourself back from him, you just see whoop. gone down just a little bit more.
She just eyes it. She's not even like wary. She's just dying with curiosity.
Don't touch it.
What is
She
it?
wants to touch it so bad.
I just wanted to be my friend. Can I just put it on once?
Is this
That is between
cilantro?
you two.
Cilantro. Actually, and he looks in the bag, pulls out a sprig. It's some of this. Hands it
Oh.
to Celeste.
She'll try it. She's like, yeah, it's pretty good. Just eats.
I always found it tasted like soap.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, disgusting soap.
Huh.
What do you know of soap?
What the?
Ooh.
I shower.
Ooh.
You know, you should shower surprisingly less than I would thought for a man
Listen,
of
I
type.
clean my ass. Okay.
prestidigitates him to make him fresh and neat again.
Okay.
Oh my god, he's so shiny. Oh my god.
Glisten, sparkle.
No,
Your,
actually,
your scales are
I'm gonna-
very shiny
I'm
once
gonna
again.
swirl
Avaris.
his hair like royalty, like to give him like the horrible swirl in front,
The crybabies.
the crybaby like swirl in the front, and that he cannot see because he.
This is powerful magic.
Oh my gosh, he's glistening.
He's beautiful.
Now he's presentable for the prince.
That's a good point. Is there do you think we should tell the prince about the group that was able to track us?
Hmm.
They
Oh,
didn't track us
water park?
magically,
No.
but also, given the conversation we had with them, I would be wary. I don't want to put them in more danger than they potentially are putting on themselves.
Sure. I perhaps maybe just have a conversation about whether or not there's a bounty and what the stipulations are and how long we expect that to be standing.
I would like to know what the price is on my head.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good night to know.
I understand that people will risk their lives for life-changing amounts of money.
Yeah. It probably is a lie, considering that they think we murdered the king.
Well,
That would probably be a very large sum of money.
right.
I'm
But
assuming maybe all of the kingdoms have put in coin to save face at least.
of course.
Do we all
Probably each one of us is probably a small fortune.
do
I'd
we
imagine
how are we going to approach our second meeting with the prince? I know the first time we met him we were frazzled, we just escaped the gallows and he just told us what to do. Do we trust him? I know he let us here. I can't help but to feel wary of everyone and everything.
I think
Keep that feeling.
To be
Yes.
fair, I don't trust anybody except for mostly us.
Yeah.
I share your concern as well, hence the making sure that no other entryway to this building is available. If they're either going to bring the building down on us, which we could deal with that, or they're going to have to come through the door and greet us as I say equals because we're not royalty, but we're kind of in this together.
Yeah. I think the important thing to remember is we're aligned towards the common goal. Find out who's actually behind the killing of the king.
Right.
Who wanted him dead and why. And, I doubt that if they had the power to do what they've done, I doubt that their ends will end there, as it were.
Also, they may have more information.
That's
The
right.
prince may have a little bit more information, as he has probably been in the city
Yeah.
long after
Yeah.
us.
The question is whether or not his information is good. People tend to not tell their princes things they don't want to hear.
He
He
also
had an
doesn't speak
ability
like
to read
that.
our minds, so I'm not sure that's going to be a problem.
That's right.
That's true.
Now, I wonder what the other prince is up to.
Trying to kill us.
That is fair.
That's probably true.
You would hope it would be trying to rule.
That
That
too.
we're a loose end until we're dealt with. Any legitimate claim to the throne is null.
Would he want his
Wait,
father
that-
dead?
Well, Kael had a was he? Is he the eldest? No,
Oh, he's the younger.
he was the
Less
youngest.
martial, I believe.
That's right.
But if neither prince lays claim to the throne during this time, then the person that would legitimately be ruling now would be the vizier. Someone has to maintain order in the kingdom.
Unless the goal is to create disorder.
One of the other kingdoms or one of the other countries could also try to seek a legitimate claim if they have it. 'Cause
Yeah, we don't.
we are
Or
I know
return to the world.
Aldara seeks no such. I do know that Aldara seeks no such claim. We were merely sent to almost just observe.
Or it could just be a third party that did it, so that way all the leaders from all the other countries are stuck in the main city.
That's probably worse.
And if those treasure hunters are behind it, they are probably going about our other cities and trying to get shit from there, right?
That's disturbing.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Seems we have questions.
They're going to be in council until they figure it out.
Regardless, this has created a lot of discord, I'm sure.
Not like that.
Shall we go get ready to meet the guy?
I suppose so.
I suppose we should.
Well, we should finish eating first. You guys barely ate. You've been
Oh,
talking the whole
I've been
time.
munching the entire time.
Damn,
Celeste.
that's impressive.
Seraphine and the plates go down 2 times.
Oh.
quickly.
She just looks at it. She's just staring at it. Not
I
even
hope they are.
suspiciously. She just really wants to pet it so bad.
I do hope that they are to its liking.
It can also just eat the food if you just want to give it a plate of food.
Oh, I did not know.
It
Well,
can
not
eat.
at all.
It can eat a lot.
Provides-
Oh,
If it
so
provides-
you
if it
just
needs-
gave it. You just gave it my personal cup, antique cup for nothing.
I asked if you wanted it back. You said no.
That is fair.
I didn't think you was going to get fed to something.
That is in fact fair.
Well, I
I
got to
mean,
get a
when
new set anyway. So
Stands up, puts the coat on.
Next time, I'm sure we'll find a lovely set the next time we're in town.
As there is lifts the coat, there are no plates underneath where the coat was.
I'm happy
he
it
puts
is
it on.
fed.
Amazing.
I guess when everyone's done, quick precipitation on the dishes.
Okay. They
Lay them
are
back.
as if nothing had been on them previously. Okay.
Are the tables are still broken and askew from the Ankylosaurus of friendship?
Oh God, yeah.
There
Yeah.
are a few
God,
tables
yes.
and chairs and things of that nature that have been thrown about.
Cool. I feel like if we have to wait for a while, Sarah would try her darndest to mend. She has mending. She's going to mend everything that
Sure.
she can and
Sure.
try to put things back together. How does one prepare for a prince to visit you when you are in exile? I don't know. I'm
We should
just
probably make a bigger
just gonna keep
table.
her hands busy.
Make
Celeste will help.
Make a
She'll-
bigger table.
Celeste will pick tables up and help move them so they're
Yeah.
closer together and hold legs in place so she could. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds about.
Yeah.
This feels like a good activity.
I'm gonna sit in a chair, put my feet up on a barrel, and go. I don't think we need to clean up at all.
Thurs is going to go out and keep an eye on the rider.
Sure.
Okay.
Kaz is going to join you and just
Chilling.
he's
Just
just going to
hops up on the
She's just gonna polish.
barrel
Yeah.
and just kind of like
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Does
I
the
think
guy
every
do
now
that?
and then he'll call to Celeste. Don't forget that one over there.
He
yeah,
says
he's
that or
definitely
no?
directing traffic.
He's the directing the traffic. Yes,
Oh, I go. Oh, you do talk.
I do. You just never ask me any questions.
I never had a chance to.
Well, no, you do. Ask away.
I'm good.
Wow.
So Thurs, as you look out into the plains, you now see the rider with a little bit more detail. It is a cloaked figure riding a horse, followed by two other cloaked figures, also riding horses. One on the immediate left, one on the immediate right, in like a little triangle.
Okay, he's gonna basically just man the wall and watch them.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So
He's
you watch
shit at stealth,
as they
so they're
approach.
probably gonna see him.
That's fine. Yeah, they approach. Is there anything else anybody else is doing until they arrive?
After putting the stuff away and realizing that Serafina and Celeste have taken care of the seating, I'm gonna go get my gear and dress and staff and kind of be presentable.
Okay. Great. All right. So you watch it. It's a slow approach. They're not necessarily rushing to get here, but they are moving at a pace. Kind of while you're watching this kind of again procession, you also notice that the storm is continuing to roll through. The wind is starting to pick up in the behind you. You can kind of hear that the bell kind of lull about and kind of ring every once in a while, kind of blandly. As he rides in, you can see obviously that it is even under the cloak. You can see that it's the prince, followed by a man and a woman. Okay. They ride through. They kind of you'll notice that all three like tag that you're there, but they don't make any kind of hail or anything like that. They just ride in.
Okay.
They will kind of ride through the outer area into the middle area and into the center of town, kind of right up towards the well. If you continue to just kind of watch them from the wall, you'll see all of this. Everybody else is staying inside, is my understanding.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So if you're watching this, as they each dismount. The tall gentleman takes the reins of all three horses, kind of looks around a little bit, notices that the rest of the horses are in the workshop, the blacksmith, I think we had said it was, and brings their horses over to the same location, ties them down and starts to kind of get them settled before quickly joining the prince and his other companion.
All right. Thurs will hop down off the wall and go and greet them.
Okay. So the prince he keeps his hood up, probably because of the rain. But as you look at him, you can tell he looks exhausted. Like he actively looks like tired. He's got bags under his eyes, things of that nature. Okay. There is.
Highness.
Your companions are inside, I presume.
He'll gesture towards the barracks mess. Yeah, we're in there.
He will stride in with his two. The other two will take up stations kind of on either side of the doorway. And they'll just stand there as he walks in.
Thurls will be behind him.
Okay. So for the rest of you, in walks a hooded Prince Kael, followed kind of almost immediately behind by Thurs. Kael pulls his hood back. he looks, and he just kind of like breathes for a moment, kind of just stands there. As you guys are looking at him, he looks like he is exhausted, like he hasn't slept. And he just kind of looks at you all for a moment, kind of takes you all in, takes the room in, takes in everything for a moment.
Yo.
I'm glad you are all here. He'll walk over and sit down. Everyone, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Sure.
Oh, 26.
27.
25, sorry.
17. No, I'm sorry. 15.
8.
It's math.
Thank you.
So in character.
23.
Okay. So most of you will notice that on his kind of right side, there's like a little bit of a bulge. Okay. Underneath the cloak. As he sits down, you can kind of hear that second kind of plop of something on his right-hand side. Okay. But he sits down. He kind of takes in and
Have you eaten, Your Highness?
I have not.
Kaelin gets up and walks back into the kitchen.
Okay.
And about like maybe 5 to 10 minutes comes back out with a plate of food
Okay. Sure.
and puts it down.
Thank you.
Kaelin is quite an extraordinary cook. Natharis as well makes a very good stew. But
That is a very useful skill. One that I have very little skill in.
Is there anything else we can get for you while you are here?
If it matters, I mixed a good berry into his food.
Okay. You'll notice that up until this point, he has not eaten. Before I partake, I must apologize. I owe each of you an apology. Those sigils that I gave you acted as I said, obscuring any tracking of you. But they served another purpose. My purpose. I've heard every word spoken by your company for the last 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Fernhaven, saving the young Thrakeen, sparing the Iron Writ, all of it. Now, before you object, I am often a good judge of character, but I'm also not so naive as to allow you or anyone to leave without contingency in case you absconded to the winds. He's going to reach in and grab what's underneath his cloak and lift it out and place a large weathered satchel on the table. These are recompense and a bit of a gift for all of you.
Thurs will get up and go to the satchel and pull it and open it up.
I'll jump up and head to the table.
As it opens, as you open it up, there are several rolled up maps, wax seals, what look like royal correspondence, and what looks like a broken crimson mask.
Does that mask look familiar to me?
No.
And what are these things?
everything has changed.
So quickly.
He gets up and he starts pacing. The morning after your escape, the Crimson Accord attacked the capital. Not one attack, as you were told, but 3. It was coordinated and it was efficient. The royal archives were breached. There was an attempt made on Ryland's life. Kaelin, you recognize that as Eldara's prince.
Yeah. Kalen bristles it's literally like an angry cat at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He grips the table kind of harshly.
Yeah.
And Prince Darius was nearly murdered in his own chambers. And while the city burned, they were looking for something. He reaches into the satchel, pulls out a map, lays it out, and it is an old map of Avaris, the full continents. But it doesn't look like what you all would know as the current kingdoms, right? As you're looking at it, there are cities that don't exist.
Sure.
Cities that should be there are not there. Different lines of where the countries end or the kingdoms rather end and begin.
Question.
Yes.
Do any of these cities, I remember them from the journal?
Some of them look familiar if you want to make a history check.
Yep. 20. Not nat, but regular. Dirty 20.
So yeah, a couple of the names ring a bell based on the journal. But the one thing that catches your eye more so than anything else, Nytheris, is that the telltale curve of Gravenport doesn't exist. It's a full other section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I roll a history check to see if I've seen a map like this in the last 250 years?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
The old fuck.
He's seasoned.
That's right. Like them plates.
22.
Okay. So some of these things are familiar, but some of them are not. This is an even older map. But there are other places on this map that are clearly, like I said, not familiar locales to any of you. Even within your respective kingdoms, these are places that there's words there and towns and cities and ruins and mountain ranges even that don't exist anymore.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
And what is the importance of this map, Your Highness?
Then as you asked that question, he tapped on black circles that mark locations dotted around. The archives weren't robbed. Specific records were taken. Records concerning the apocalyptic powers. Until 3 days ago, I thought they were legends. Old stories. Warnings used to mitigate escalation of conflicts. I have to admit I was wrong. Centuries ago, entities of impossible power nearly destroyed a civilization. He looks at Nytheris. Your kingdom. We don't know if they were imprisoned coerced or slain, but they were made dormant. The kingdoms weren't wielding them. They were built to guard them in the places where they rested. Those kingdoms used these things as a deterrent, but one was said to have awoken outside the obsidian sanctum, and well, Nytheris can describe what lies at the bottom of that caldera. I believe you've made that trek a few times. That incident is said to have united the kingdoms of what is now modern Avaris. The stories were obscured, hidden from the public. Scholars, likely paid off by the crown, publicly dismissed stories as myth. Someone clearly didn't believe it. He's going to open up another scroll over the top of it. This one had the bearing of the royal seal on it. The Council of Cinders has met for 2 days. They convened. They argued. The kingdom nearly tore itself apart. Everyone wanted someone to blame. You all were convenient.
Makes sense. We were the last ones there. And, well, fortunately, we did the deed, I guess.
You were the sword, but not the hand that wielded it.
Mhm.
But despite the situation, Prince Darius does now rule. His coronation will be held in 30 days. Unfortunately, in the interim, Grand Vizier Thorn has been placed in command of the hunt for your capture.
Mhm.
Lord Marrowan objected, as did I. Neither of us carried the day. But something happened during the council. He pulls out another parchment, this time kind of not, it doesn't have any insignias on it at all. He just rolls it out. The Royal Arcanisks, under my command of the Silver Spire, completed their investigation after our conversation in the catacombs. The illusion magic used during the assassination was extraordinary, beyond anything my court mages have witnessed in decades, beyond anything any of you are capable of casting, quite frankly. Officially, this changes nothing. Unofficially, he looks at each one of you, kind of right in the eyes. It tells me I was right. You did not kill my father. I have spent every waking hour asking one question. Why frame you? At that point in time, he grabs out, he reaches into the bag, pulls out that crimson mask, and places it down in the center of the table. Because the assassination was never the objective. It was a distraction.
It was a large distraction.
Yes, but the Crimson Accord is no mere band of assassins. They're a death cult. For generations, they were scattered, disorganized, little more than madmen whispering of the end of days. But now, someone, somewhere has united them. Someone with wealth, resources, influence, and more importantly, magic. They worship those apocalyptic powers. Now, like I said, up until this recently, they were considered fringe. They believed awakening them would restore the old kingdoms to their former glory. Others believe monsters of the Netherdeep should inherit the world. Some simply desire annihilation. Their doctrine contradicts itself. But
So
one
now
thing
they all
doesn't.
believe one thing.
Even if they don't, they're working in concert for the first time. And they are working towards a single end. They're searching. And now, they possess maps that only the Royal Archives contained.
Ones like this one, and I pointed to one with that he pointed out before.
This is a replica. This is one that I got my hands on after the fact.
So they stole the originals.
Agreed. Yes. And if they reach one of these places, he tapped the little black circles on the map. If they reach these places first, I don't honestly know what they're going to unleash.
So besides us, who else do you have that's going to help in that endeavor to stop that?
I am putting every device I know in the field to try and waylay or stop these cultists.
So
he's gonna walk. He kind of steps away from the table and walks over to the window and just kind of like looks out into the rain.
Which one is closest? He looks at the map.
There are a bunch of them. The closest one is in the mountainous region of Eldara, to the southwest of where you are now. I wish I could pardon you. I cannot. I wish I could send an army. I dare not. He turns around to you. Every captain answers to the crown, and every report reaches the Grand Vizier. And I, too, suspect that your suspicions are not unwarranted.
everybody's
Every
looking at us
road,
like,
exactly, and every road is or will soon be watched. The
Well,
only
if-
people who can truly move in this kingdom beyond his reach are the people he already believes he's hunting.
What about the other kingdom's rulers? Do any of them suspect us or are against us or for us?
It is hard to read the king of Eldara.
Oh, he is, at the very least, enigmatic. When you have lived for centuries, it takes so much to truly understand someone.
As I have learned in recent days,
Millennia.
very difficult to understand the mind of
He does
one
not move
so
easily.
wise. The queen, the queens, I should say, of Nelthera and Veilstrom are headstrong, we will say. The Archduke of Dravenport is aloof and difficult to discern. He was of two minds. He did not believe that Nytheris would do such a thing, but at the same time thought that you all should be hunted. It made no sense. So it
They
is
got
hard
face, right?
to tell. I'm sorry?
They all have to save face within the kingdom. They can't necessarily speak out again for us, right?
I
At
think
least to
that
see
you're
peace.
correct. Whether they truly believed the words that they said or not is anyone's guess. But I brought you all here, convened you all, and partially to confirm my belief that you were telling the truth, but also because you have, in essence, now two choices. You may disappear, find some forgotten valley, change your names, live the rest of your lives looking over your shoulders. Or he places a small brooch, not unlike the ones that you had, but this one looks like a small, like, silver scroll. He just kind of puts his hand down and places 5 of them down on the table. Or become the heroes history will remember. Find these ancient prisons, reach them before the Crimson Accord, learn what these apocalyptic powers truly are, stop anyone who would awaken them. And somewhere along that road, kind of looks at each of you, find and deal with the person who murdered my father. Clear your names and save our kingdom.
As soon as he says that, I walk to the table. I'll pick up one of the scrolls. I'll look at it and I go, "Oh, it'd always be cool to have my name etched in history forever. And besides, don't feel bad about lying to us about the sigil. I'm sure we all understand the amount of pressure that you were under. But also, I'm all for adventure, so I guess I'll keep this and I'll put it on."
Sarah is going to just get up and walk out.
Okay.
I'm going to get up, grab 2 of the pins, and walk out behind Sarah.
Okay. As Kaelin and Seraphina leaves, Kaelin trails behind her. He kind of
Oh, that was unexpected.
stops for a moment. Understand that I cannot and will not command any of you to make this decision. I no longer possess that authority. Because if you fail, there may not be a kingdom left worth saving. And with that, he's going to actually start to, at that point in time, he's going to start eating. He'll take a bite.
Sarah, I know this is a lot, but if we don't clear our names, we have families.
I think there's so much going on in Sarah's head right now. Before all of this happened, I think at this point, she's so overwhelmed that she's just going to rant at you, Kaelin. She spent the last 50, 75 years searching for answers as to why whatever happened to her. And she has already spent, I've already spent all this time looking over my shoulder or looking for the next thing. Why do I have to keep doing this? Why do I have to keep searching?
We're no longer searching. I think you found what it is you were looking for. You're going to be, at some point in your life, legendary. Your powers aren't a curse. They're who you are. They're part of nature. They were granted to you to wield as you see fit. And we'll probably outlive those of us that are nearby. I mean, barring disease or the random prick of an arrow or a sword, we're almost immortal. Why don't we have an adventure now that we can tell children for millennia to come?
Deep down, Kaelin, I agree. I don't have anything else to do but to move on. And you are right. And I will join everyone and I will not leave. But I just wanted peace. I was a peaceful daughter of a dignitary and I just wanted peace, and I've been searching for it, and I will do what I have to do, but I don't know about glory.
I'll hand you the lanyards. We'll not seek glory. We'll seek that peace. And when this is all over, I'm pretty sure you'll find a nice place. Or we'll make one.
Okay. She's going to take the pen and breathe and go back in.
Then I'll follow her back in.
Okay. So at this point, you'll notice that that Prince Kael has been eating some of the food. He eats slowly, very daintily, with the fork tines down kind of thing. Very, very appropriate, despite the fact that he is clearly hungry, but he's eating very, very slowly.
I smile, small smile, whether he notices it or not. I kind of look to him and smile a little bit. Glad that he's eating.
Sarah will remain quiet because she doesn't want to open her mouth. So she'll just sit. She'll just sit and she'll just sit and try to just stay in her head. And
She's already yelled enough at Kaelin.
yeah.
As you guys kind of settle back in, Kael will look and notice that you've taken the brooch and kind of nod at you, Seraphina.
She's just gonna do this.
So,
I'm sure you all have questions. I will do my best to answer them.
I don't think Sarah specifically has any questions right now. I still think that she's just going to stay quiet. Yeah.
Okay.
If you have already heard everything we have said through your deceit, then you know that at least I have some reservations about whether or not we can fully trust you.
And you have every right to be distrustful, given your what has happened to you.
I do understand that the powers working against the kingdom are greater than you or I or us. But I mean, if there is a fight to be had, that means that there's a fight to be won. I would appreciate if the magic that prevents scrying upon us, finding our whereabouts. If that can continue, I think that would remain to be a boon to us. But I don't. I don't want you to listen to what we have to say. If you want to be a part of the conversation, join us, be a part of the journey, but do not lurk, do not listen. That is not.
You're here.
This is he places his he kind of taps the scroll.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that we give every, for lack of better term, agent of the Silver Spire. It acts in the capacity of protecting one from magical detection.
Mm-hmm.
But I would encourage you to leave the first of my gifts behind.
I understand.
They are no longer necessary unless you believe that they are necessary.
I understand.
Take that pin off when he says that. And what is it made of?
It's made of what looks like silver.
I'll place it on the table.
Okay.
You'll have no need for that.
Agreed.
If that's
Sorry?
the case, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, please.
If that's the case, then I suppose my only other question is, if we have to reach you, what is the best way for us to do that?
You've already met one of the easiest ways to reach me. But if you search for the right thing in just about every town, you will find one. He'll kind of pull his cloak away, and you'll see the same little sigil.
Sure.
We exist as a way to protect the kingdom, all kingdoms. You will find us in any town, usually unobtrusive. But our goal is simple: to protect the kingdom and protect the innocent, whether it is from the creatures of the Netherdeep or other problems.
Should we cut the head off said snake and maybe also dismember it? Is it guaranteed that we'll actually be exonerated? Because I'm pretty sure that the head of this snake will not come willingly, and it may be that we will be placing a dead body at your feet.
The suspicions that I have heard you voice are warranted, I think. And if it is Thorn, I have ways of dealing with politics that, for my purpose, I am not sending you into the wilds with no proverbial backup. None of you are particularly adept at the jungle that is the court. However, that is where I excel. I will be doing everything in my power, not only to aid you in your endeavors afield, but also to get the information collected needed to prove your theory. As new information comes to light, that information will then assist us in obtaining the true identity. And at that point in time, quite frankly, no offense, but then it'll be a mad dash of who kills him first.
I mean no disrespect, Your Highness. Should it come to pass that it is your vizier, that is the head of this issue, his head is, as you heard, promised to a companion.
Yes, the dwarf. I see no issue why that can't be that's not a mutually exclusive agreement. I don't, quite frankly, care who kills the head of this serpent, but I will take that head.
Well, as much as I enjoyed talk of beheadings, Celeste will take the pin. She'll pin it. She'll take the old one. She'll present it to the prince. Okay. I do not need my name to be in any sort of history book. My deeds will be enough. And there are enough people in this world that I want to see live in it, even if I can't be there. So I'm in for whatever that counts for.
If it is small consolation, I've already dispatched my people, trusted people, to your homes to to just monitor and make sure that that those who you are connected to are not impacted by this.
I would advise you to not send people to my home.
I've heard stories they will keep their distance.
Wise to see.
Thank you.
Not all of your companions have such capable familial ties.
Through all this, Ferris has been silent. And as the prince was talking about what needs to be done, he has closed his eyes and his head is hung, just kind of like looking down and looking tired again. And then finally, after everybody has settled down and everybody's picked up their pens, and he has not yet, he says, it's never going to end. I just got back from saving a kingdom. Now I have to save the rest. And finally, like, he starts pacing and he tries to find words and he can't. And eventually he kicks over a table, just bam. And then he just walks over the pen and snatches it and says, let's get this fucking done. And he puts it on.
Celeste will stand. She'll pick the table up, put it back where it was. and she'll go to the ruse and just say, well, I'm glad that's settled. It'll be good to have you. I can't spar with any of them all. Well, maybe the Ankylosaurus, but
that could be fun.
It could be.
Oh, with everybody picking up their pin, I'll go to the kitchen and I'll look for 6, 8 mugs.
You must provide more mugs, my friend. You must provide an extra mug, my friend.
I'll get 9. And I'll bring them out and I'll start filling them with ale.
Sure.
Okay.
And I have 2 extra for the people outside if they want them.
Okay.
Because they are just standing there. First, I'll ask I'm gonna go. So, did they eat also, or?
We traveled the night to make sure that we had gotten here as quickly as possible.
There are others.
Yeah, there's 2 standing guard outside. I saw them come up when they entered the door.
Back to the kitchen again.
That's really not necessary.
It's already... It may not be necessary, but much like you, my friends, they are most likely exhausted from their ride.
Lady Osith and Sir Garrick, are somewhat hardier than myself. I'm sure they are fine, but I'm also sure that any goodwill would be appreciated.
I shan't take one. Back in the kitchen he goes.
This outpost is far enough off of the beaten trail. I chose this location for your rendezvous for a number of reasons, but primarily for its anonymity. The likelihood of you being found out here where no roads travel is low. And with the creatures that I know you have dealt with, make an intriguing natural defense against those those unaware.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, if you choose to stay here, you are, of course, welcome to do with it as you please. If not, that is also your choice. But I feel that if you're intent on this path, you will be far flung across the continent for some time.
It might be worth having a place if we are able to gather allies that don't have a place to go that they can report to and make their own should we need it.
That is a wise tactical decision.
Thank you. So if there's a way to, for whatever legal court reasons you need to make it clear that this place is meant to be, I don't know, used for whatever
off
it needs
limits.
to be used for. Yes, that would be great.
A derelict outpost on the edges of civilization. No one has been aware of this location for a very, very long time.
The view is great.
You should have very little uninvited guests.
Very good.
Reasonable.
And these maps are these things we have to commit to memory before they're destroyed. And then we have a copy.
Those are yours
Okay.
to keep here and do with as you wish. Though I would encourage you to be prudent with showing them to outsiders.
Of course.
Third goes into soldier mode and starts unraveling them on the desk in front of everybody and starts pinpointing at them.
Sure.
So looking for routes and shit.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. So I appreciate your honesty about the scrying on us. So let's just take a moment to be like, did she say anything very weird at any point? Probably. She's like, probably.
We said a lot of weird shit.
Is there anything that needs explaining? She's like, he would have asked if he wanted to know. And then, well, I do have another question. The bounty on our heads, is it dead or alive, or?
Unfortunately, Yes, it is dead or alive, and it is sizable.
I understand. Assuming other people come to collect, I'm sure they go into these sorts of things knowing the possibility on their end what could happen.
I would definitely be expecting those who are unaware and looking for, well, opportunity.
I understand.
I would hope that, much like your run-in with the Iron Writ, if they can be seen, if reason can be found, having you waylay and kill off all of our adventurers would be, well, not good for the realm. We do still have incursions of the Nether Deep to deal with,
Of course.
after all. But I understand if defense of self is needed. Well,
Yes. I suppose my other question is that, like we did with them, you're able to help them see reason, understanding that it was not worth them having their lives taken. If there are those that are coming for us because of the life-changing amount of money that has been placed in our heads, would it be possible that we instead send them to you for your generosity if they aid us, join us?
if they are seen by you as trustworthy, you may direct them to seek out someone in the Silver Spire.
Okay.
However, I would ask humbly that you not mention my direct interaction with you all.
Of course.
At least until such time as we have been able to fully exonerate the 5 of you, in which case I will happily vouch for all of you for hopefully a comfortable rest of your existence.
I understand.
However, until that happens, we must understand that my brother is, well, must do what he thinks is right until I can convince him otherwise.
Of course. Well, I know these things take time. We'll do what we can.
You should have agents recruit the Iron Writ.
That conversation is already in progress.
Brilliant. They're good people.
Agreed. I was quite frankly impressed, both with your prowess as well as your restraint. If I hadn't thought that you were capable before, quite frankly, that episode told me that you weren't bloodthirsty.
No need to kill unless necessary.
Yes.
I can appreciate that sentiment.
Yes.
All right, so I'll go around handing out mugs to everybody.
Perfect.
Full of
I'll
ale.
come back out with the food.
Perfect.
I hand one to everybody.
With that, he will he'll kind of make a whistle sound, and Lady Osith and Sir Garrick will walk in. As they kind of take their hoods off, you notice that Lady Osith is a half elf. She is in plate mail in what looks like a whites and golds, kind of has a cleric's tabard on. And Sir Garrick is a human fighter. They both don't have any actual sigils or any kind of insignias on themselves. But he's again kind of dressed in what looks like chainmail, He's got a big sword on his shoulder. She has a mace at her side, and they both have these medium-sized shields that they place down at the door. Walk in, and they will join everyone for the meals. They will thank you, Sir Kaelin, for the meal. We appreciate it, the hospitality. And so, Nytharis, you're gonna pass around all of the cups,
and then I'm going to stand at the edge of the table. I'm gonna raise my cup, and I'm gonna go, a toast to new friends, allies, and new adventure, and to save the realm and clear our names.
Celeste will raise her mug to that. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll raise a mug to this.
Sarah will just drink it. She'll just knock it back. Will not raise her mug.
Yeah, we'll in fact drink this.
And then down it when everybody does.
This takes up like so.
As after everyone has taken their drink, Kael will hold his glass out and go, something tells me you're going to need a bit of this over time. And with that, we'll see you next week on The Broken Crown.